Let's join NCC News reporter Jessica Gorman live from the Schaefer Art Building at Syracuse University. Jessica?
Thanks, guys. We are minutes away from the unveiling of the new commemorative plaque to Martin Luther King Jr. I'm here in the Schaefer Art Building, where just over 50 years ago, in the building behind me in Sims Hall, he gave a speech to the community about his I Have a Dream speech. Now, 50 years ago today, he was assassinated on his balcony in Memphis, Tennessee, and now the Syracuse University community is commemorating the late, great civil rights activist. I talked to the Black Lives Matter leader here in Syracuse, Hervé Cuomo, and he says that this is more than just a tribute. He says that it should be momentum to keep his cause alive and make the Syracuse University aware to the injustices that are happening today. Live from the Schaefer Art Building, I'm Jessica Gorman.
Several citizens sharing their opinions on Walsh's proposed tax increases.
We might be in Syracuse, but Creole Soul Cafe is your downtown destination for New Orleans-inspired cuisine. This is one of 4 rallies happening today in central New York, and CNY Solidarity Coalition says they'll continue their fight until this reform is repealed. Reporting for NCC News, I'm Jessica Gorman.
Red Cross is teaming up with the Syracuse Fire Department and other local sponsors to install 550 smoke detectors in homes in our local community. It's part of the national Sound the Alarm campaign, sponsored by the Red Cross. Syracuse is one of the 100 communities taking part in this year's event. According to the Syracuse Fire Department, in 2016, the city saw 6 times the national average in home fire casualties, with 10 civilian deaths per 1,000. Impoverished neighborhoods have higher rates of fires and fewer functioning smoke detectors in homes. When smoke detectors are installed, the risk of a deadly fire is cut in half.
It seems simple to most of us, but some people don't have access to some of this information, and that's where we're trying to bridge a gap.
And the American Red Cross plans to do much more than just install smoke detectors.
But once it goes off, then what do you do? So we talk about how fast a fire can engulf a home. It's less than 2 minutes. Most people don't realize that. So it's important to have an escape plan.
Inside the home fire escape plan should include at least 2 detailed exit routes.
Once outside, it's important that families create a meeting spot a safe distance away from the building. And the American Red Cross says that once you are out, you should stay out. Make sure you don't go back in for any pets, people, or any other valuables.
Still celebrating the birth of her baby. William's husband honored her and baby Alexis in grand style this week. It involves a billboard and the phrase GMOAT. Find out what it all means after the break. A former officer of the Department of Housing and Urban Development says she was told to find money to pay for makeover of Secretary Ben Carson's office. Making national headlines today, Reverend Billy Graham was given a rare national tribute today. His coffin was displayed under the Capitol Rotunda as politicians honored America's pastor. Dick's Sporting Goods has been making headlines today by pulling assault-style weapons from its stores. Benjamin Granley tells us what people are saying in response. Benjamin.